Hi, Shalom Aleichem. When a man sees a woman in the street that he knows, or vice versa, can they say hello to each other? The Gemara says that En shoalim bishlom isha. And this is how the Shulchan Aruch is posek in Siman Kaf Aleph, Seif Vav, in Even HaEzer. En shoalim bishlom isha klal. One is not allowed to greet a woman, ask her for how she's doing at all, not even send regards through a shliach, through a messenger, or her husband. So let's say you see somebody's wife, and you tell him, send regards to your wife, tell her hello for me. That's not permitted. But the Gemara says that one is allowed to ask the husband, how's your wife doing? This we learn from the Malachim that asked Avraham Avinu, Ayeh Sarah Ishtecha. And from here, the Gemara says that one is allowed to inquire about one's wife, especially if she didn't feel good or so on, that there's a concern. But one should not send regards, tell your wife hello from me, because that brings people close together. Same thing with saying hello in the street or other places that brings people close together, then it sticks in the head, and it's not a healthy thing to do. This would be so even on Shabbat. According to Rav Nissim Karelitz, he writes that it's better to avoid, although wishing somebody a wish that would be permitted. For example, one is allowed to wish Mazal Tov or something along those lines. So therefore, why is Shabbat Shalom different? You could say to somebody Good Shabbos. The answer is that this is something that's done once in a while. You say Mazel Tov for an occasion. Good Shabbos is on a regular basis, so one should try to avoid. It doesn't say that it's completely asur, but definitely if one was approached and the woman said to you Good Shabbos, or the man said to the woman Good Shabbos, so then it's polite to answer, that would be permitted. But otherwise, one should try to avoid this interaction between two people that don't know each other. Of course, if you saw your neighbor, you saw your teacher, you saw somebody that's that you know, if you avoid them and you just pass through them without saying Good Shabbos or saying hello, such a thing is not polite, it's not nice, it also could hurt their feeling. That should definitely not be done. And therefore, when you see your neighbor, it's okay to say good morning, but not to take it to the next level of schmoozing together and talking together. But again, the halacha, I'm reading the halacha inside, it's halacha in Shulchan Aruch. Again, it's Siman Kaf Aleph in Even HaEzer. He writes, En shoalim bishlom isha klal. One is not allowed to send regards and to ask a woman of how she's doing at all. אפילו על ידי שליח, even through a messenger, ואפילו על ידי בעלה אסור לשלוח לה דברי שלומים. אבל מותר לשאול לבעלה איך שלומה. One is permitted to ask the husband, how's your wife doing? And this is with an exception of Nissim Karelitz says that, let's say the woman was not feeling good, and then you need to acquire, so you need to ask her, do you need anything? Is everything okay? Something along those lines, that you see that the woman needs something. She went through some kind of something that she might need some help, assistance, or so on. One then is allowed, because again, there's a fine line between showing concern to somebody as a yid, as a person, and just saying hello where it gets out of nowhere, that it gets a connection that's not healthy between two people that should not have such a friendly connection.